What if there was a magnitude 12 earthquake? Not a dramatic headline, not a shaky camera video, but a real planet-level rupture. No warning sirens, no countdown, just a quiet morning that suddenly realizes the ground itself has decided to move. At first, it doesn't feel like an earthquake at all. The floor trembles softly, like a passing truck. Cups ripple. Birds lift off in confusion. People glance at their phones, expecting a notification. Then the shaking doesn't stop. It grows deeper, slower, heavier, as if the earth is inhaling. Magnitude 12 isn't just stronger than anything recorded, it's stronger than what the planet's crust is built to survive. Tectonic plates don't just slip, they tear. A fault line thousands of kilometers long rips open, not like a crack in glass, but like a seam in reality itself. Entire regions rise and sink within seconds. Mountains lose their balance. Coastlines forget where they belong. Cities don't collapse all at once. First, power grids fail. Then the roads begin to ripple, bending into waves that toss cars like toys. Skyscrapers sway far beyond their design limits. Some survive the first minute, only to snap later when the ground shifts direction without mercy. Underground infrastructure becomes a weapon against the surface as tunnels cave in and gas lines rupture, igniting fires that no one can reach. The shaking lasts not seconds, but minutes, long enough for hope to rise and be crushed repeatedly. People realize something is wrong when the ground refuses to calm down. Panic spreads, not as screams, but as silence. You can't run from the ground. You can only hold on and wait for physics to finish speaking. Oceans respond next. The seafloor lurches upward and downward along vast distances, displacing unimaginable volumes of water. Tsunamis form, not as single waves, but as moving walls stretching across entire horizons. Some race outward at jet plane speed, others curl inward toward coastlines, already broken by the quake itself. Islands vanish, new ones briefly appear, then sink again, erased before they can be named. Across the planet, seismic waves wrap around the Earth and meet on the opposite side, amplifying each other. Buildings collapse in places thousands of kilometers from the rupture. In regions that felt safe, windows shatter, bridges fail, and people stare at the ground in disbelief as it betrays them from afar. Satellites wobble as Earth's rotation subtly changes. The distribution of mass has shifted. Days grow fractions of a millisecond longer. GPS systems drift. Maps become outdated overnight. Borders drawn by humans mean nothing when the land itself redraws them. Aftershocks follow, each one stronger than the largest earthquakes in recorded history. Rescue efforts struggle to exist. Airports are cracked, ports are gone. Communication is patchy, then silent. Not because humanity forgot how to talk, but because the planet temporarily revoked the permission. Hours later, when the ground finally rests, the silence is unnatural, not peaceful, hollow. Dust hangs in the air like fog. The sky looks the same, indifferent and blue, while the surface below it has been fundamentally rewritten. Survivors step outside to landscapes they don't recognize, where streets end in cliffs and rivers flow backward into newly formed basins. This is not an extinction event, but it feels close enough to touch. Civilization doesn't end in one moment. It fractures. Regions become isolated islands of survival. Global supply chains snap. Knowledge remains, but access to it doesn't. Humanity is forced to remember something it hasn't needed in centuries: how fragile its dominance really was. And somewhere deep beneath the crust, the stress that built for millions of years has finally been released. The planet is quiet again. not because it is done, but because it has reminded every living thing on its surface of a simple truth. We don't live on Earth, we live with it.